Oh, hello there. Yes, it's the weekend. I can't help but notice that my flag is better than almost everyone else's. Yeah, no, it really is. Yes, anyway, there's a lot of, the usual sort of magnificent noise coming from Twitter and Facebook and YouTube about everything, and sometimes it's sensible just to go back to, the print media, who can offer us a steady view, the professional journalistic view about what should be happening in the country. And I want to pick out some pieces in the Express and the Telegraph today, which show just the way forward, I think, for Boris Johnson, and some really sage advice that he definitely should follow. So first up is Camilla Toomey in the Telegraph, and her piece is headed "The Tories are the party of shirkers, not strivers." I think the editor's got that wrong. No, maybe not. They're punishing the hardworking and aspirational while giving a free ride to the public sector unions and the lazy. Yes, stirring up the lazy, presumably stirring up apathy is what it is. Yes, the Conservatives need to change and actually, start being the proper Conservative no taxi party thing that they should be. And her really sage advice, which I think is brilliant, is this. They represented the kind of self-improvement, taking setbacks on the chin and getting on your bike philosophy that Love Island star Molly May Hague has predictably been criticised by the left for espousing. Predictably indeed. If Mr Johnson wants to capitalise on a half-decent week, he should be wise to throw his support behind her Thatcherite thinking. Absolutely, I think she is definitely the poster girl from the Conservative Party. I think that because she's so widely loved in the country, young people just love her because she represents that taking setbacks on the chin style philosophy that, we can all really relate to. There was that time she broke a nail. Do you remember that? Jesus, the courage of that girl. Yeah, I think it's a really sage advice. I think that all from now on, any Boris Johnson press conference should have her front and centre, telling us about how well paid her workers are. What a brilliant poster for capitalism she is, and values that we can all agree with. Yeah. Next up is Juliet Samuel, who says that Boris should seize his Thatcher moment and take on selfish unions ruining our schools. Yes, indeed. As she states, that the trade unionists' mindless demands... I don't know, you can have a mindless demand. I demand whatever's going to come into my head. I don't know. Are making a full return of children to the classroom impossible. Yeah, do you remember this week when the children all went back to school? It's making that possible. Yes. Anyway. Apparently, I don't know quite how they do it, but the trade unions, the education trade unions, are managing to. I don't know. Perhaps they a bit like taking over the post office in 1917. They've managed to take over the press office of the Department of Education, and all of the kind of information that's going out to schools apparently is being run by them. Yes. It's a bigger story there, I think. But yeah, I really think it would be a good idea in the middle of a pandemic, when you are relying like nobody's business on the public sector, the last bastion of trade union in this country, to decide to pick a fight with them. I think that's a real winner. The news this week, for example, in the Daily Mail, saying about the fact that some nurses have actually had some leave in the last 2 years. You're hardly going to get people on side, nurses, are you, with the concept of actually taking some leave from your job. Yeah. Really, really sensible advice. Yeah, let's pick a fight. Because that'll make us look good. And the last book I'm going to pick on is not pick on. That would be rude, wouldn't it? It's going to highlight is Carol Malone. Someone I have a great deal of time for in the Express, and she says political vandals have made a mockery of justice, and her solution to this is basically, is to get rid of large numbers of people in the legal profession, because a bit like the teachers and doctors and nurses, they've all been taken over by the left wing, and we need to get rid of them. So yes, I think that could be another fight, which would be a really, really good idea. In the name of law, we need to make sure that the right results come out of the courts, don't we? And yes, just a final piece from the Daily Mail. Our MPs are going to get a pay rise of £2,000 in April, which is exactly the sort of aspirational thing, take it on the chin mentality that I think we should be highlighting. And I'm looking forward to the Conservative Party doing exactly that. So there you go, folks. Some really sage and considered advice, which I think will go down an absolute storm with as many as 50 or 60 people in this country. Well done, guys. Yes. Yes, you might think this is propaganda, and it is. Also what they're writing is as well. It's just that their reach is somewhat larger. Any billionaire backers out there? I'm quite happy to change my mind vis-a-vis Spiked and everyone else. If you want, I can wear a funny shirt like Leo. That's how you can tell he's the comedian, by the way. Yeah, okay. Open to offers, parties, weddings, bar mitzvahs. Thank you.